Hello. Hello, everyone. Move the camera up a little bit. Hi. Hello, everybody. Edna is here. Hi, Edna. How are you? I see there's a few other people here. I would have been on a minute ago, but I clicked the wrong thing and then shut the whole thing down. And my internet is not all that stable, so hopefully this will work. And hopefully you can hear me. So, oh, and I lost my little piece of paper. Oh, my list. Just a second. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. I didn't go far. My list of things. Here I am. I have measurements on the back. Nothing like using your piece of paper to the fullest. I have a list and measurements. Okay. So while we're waiting, oh, Izzy, you're here. You're still up. I know, it's late. Late for us. Chris is here. Good afternoon from South Australia. You came back. That's awesome. Hi. All the way to Australia. I think it's lunchtime there. And it is very much nighttime here. Well past my bedtime, actually. And Izzy, you were thinking about doing some sewing live, so you can learn what not to do. We have fun and talk about stuff. The only things that I was going to talk about was thanks for all the comments for Luba's video. Everybody seemed to enjoy that quite a bit. Ready to learn. You're funny, Izzy. Yes, I think everyone really enjoyed Luba looking. Well, I know she enjoyed looking at all the dresses, and this weekend she's going to be packing them all up. She's invited some friends of hers, and anyway, they're getting packed up and getting ready to go to the Ukraine. Lucy is here as well. Hi, Lucy. How is the skirt going? The go days that you were gonna draft. Are you getting any work done on your skirt? So, where's the piece of paper? So tonight, the thing that Christine is here. Hello. The only thing that was on my piece of paper was about Luba's video and her reaction video to seeing it and how everybody was. Oh, you didn't start it yet. Okay. My brain. It's been a long day. I don't know why I picked this time of night to do these videos because I think it's better because cross country everybody can watch. Yeah. So thanks for the comments for Luba's video. She was pretty nervous, and Sue is here as well. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Glad you made it. So if you've read the description of this video, there's a link, and Christine, you're going to laugh because I didn't follow the directions. Because as you can see, I don't know, I thought this was looking pretty ugly. It's a journal cover, and it seems to be it's a good gift for a teacher or whatever. So that's what it looks like. This was my first attempt, and this is not what you're supposed to do. Anyway, I just put a piece of elastic on there and a button. And yeah, so it's bits of embroidery, ribbon, and scraps of fabric. And I mean literal scraps of fabric. There's, yeah, you could even use your salvages. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that the ugliest thing you ever did see? I don't know. I think I like it. When I was making it, there's bits of lace on there as well. Lace here. I kind of didn't do it properly, so I'm going to try. The second one, I've already gone off course and done it wrong. But this is just a cheap journal. And then it has the things on there. It does kind of look old, but I mean, I don't know how well the video I watched was she was going to sell them. Now, it took me way too long to make it profitable to sell. So, it's not ugly. Store-bought ones are quite expensive. No, no. I don't think you could get, well, even $20. It's like $500 journal cover, which I think is funny. Anyway, so I have 6 journals. I got them at the dollar store, so they weren't $1, but just plain journals. These are hardback ones, but apparently you can do it either way. So what you do, oh, now my measuring tape. Okay, here we are. I am prepared. So you take your measuring tape and you wrap it around your book. Now this one is 8 1/4. No, lying. 12 inches from all the way around. You can't see because I got my hands in the way. So you just wrap it around. So that's 12. Remember that number, 12. Edna says she likes it. Yeah, it would be a great teacher's gift, I think. And, ooh, not going straight. So then you measure there from the top of the book to the bottom. And it doesn't have to be a journal. It could be like a day planner, or because you can do it on a soft cover book as well, apparently. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe I will. So that's 8 1/4. We add 1 inch and you cut out your stuff. Easy, simple, not complicated until Sherry Knight gets involved. And you can use tiny little scraps, like stuff that most people would throw away. I keep everything. I don't know why. So you need a piece of quilt bat. I, of course, always use needle punch, as I always go on and on about. And then you can fussy cut a piece of fabric. So you want to start on the right because that's going to be the cover, because it'll be folded like this. And you just pick a spot and you start sewing stuff on. So yeah, so this was an embroidery thing that I did that was a sample, I guess. I was just trying stuff out. So I cut that out and put that on there, and then I just started sewing stuff around it in no particular order. And I have frayed edges showing, and I sewed lace on, and this ribbon, and there's seashell fabric on here, and yeah, and it's not straight either. Like I didn't care. So you just start selling stuff on. So I have this one started. Not sure if I like it. So these bits aren't sewn down. I it's kind of like making a crazy quilt block. So we'll try maybe. Let's see, do I have anything? Yeah. I was gonna make a music one, but now I gotta change my thread. So I have this little piece of fabric. It's quite big though. So maybe I'll cut it. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, and I can use this other bit later. So for a music teacher, piano teacher, this would be a good Christmas gift. So now I have changed my thread because I was doing green. So should I use black or white? I think I'll use black. And yes, you can use all your scraps of fabric, and you can use, actually this is green, not, oh, yeah. I can't tell the difference in colors anymore. So I have black, is the question. Yes, I do. Okay. Sorry about that. But I don't really know what I'm doing with the green one. I'm kind of making it up as I go along. It is kind of fun to do, but it definitely does take more than 10 minutes. When you watch YouTube videos, you think, oh, well, that's not going to take very long. But it does. And you get to use all the different stitches on your sewing machine, or you can just I suppose it doesn't matter what color that is. It's a dark color. All right. Should I go? See, I don't like quilting over that part. Oh well, we will. Oh, oh, you can see. I was thinking I moved the camera and you can't see. Boop. So you just quilt, 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 or sew however you want. See, that's what I was doing wrong. I wasn't quilting as I went. And that's how I ended up with frayed edges on the other journal that I've already lost. I don't even know where it is. The one that's done. And I'm not even paying attention What am I missing? Yes. Using all your decorative stitches, Chris says, and I did use some of them on my journal that I lost. Because you guys can't see the mess at a view, and let me tell you, I had a worse mess here a few minutes ago. Okay. I also think it would be nice you could even embroider the person's name or something on there as well. So, black, good choice. Well, too late. Christine says it would be great for me to do in Barbie fabric for your granddaughter. Yes, that would be a great gift. Use all your decorative stitches. Yes. And she would be pumped. Yep, Barbie is pretty popular this year. Love that music fabric. That is super old. I bet you that piece of fabric is probably, okay, it could be 30 years old. Wednesday Adams, and if you did it in black and white, would be so cute. Wednesday journal. Yeah. Already. Yes. Talking about the C word. So, I guess the C word, it has been said. So I have some gingham. I don't know. This is a problem that I have. So your next piece, you would sew it across your block and then flip it up. So maybe I'll do a piece of black. I have black. I have some lace. I have rickrack. I have this black. Pattern on pattern, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, you just flop it on and give it a whirl. Don't you love my instructions? Flop it on. So we'll do that. I'm going to go with this little piece of gingham, I guess. No, please black. This is all together. And, okay. And it doesn't have to be straight either. It helps if you actually sew the fabric. Okay. So this was my problem. I was going too far, and then I would have, like, I wasn't covering everything. So then you got to use another stitch. Let's see what we got that's snazzy. Okay, that looks like a music note to me. Press that button and that button, and what's that number? 50. No, that's the wrong one. I'm in the wrong place. Yep, I do everything crooked. Okay. 50 we're trying to do. Okay. So it's kind of boring watching me sew. Okay. Christine is doing some investigative work about, well, I have a sale coming up. So, in the last sale I was at, this woman made, she had really tiny journals. I don't know, can you even hear me over the sewing machine? And I don't know how much they were, but they were just color coordinated. Can you even see that stitch? Barely. Barely. Oh, you can see it on the back. There. That's what I did. Kind of cute. So Christine is saying that she saw a Wednesday Addams journal selling for $25, and she says it's not as cute as the one I'm making. It's not made yet. So you just sew as many decorative stitches on as you would like. Yes. Oh, good. Is that a salvage? Oh, it is. That's exciting. Yeah, I can do that. So yeah, lace on there. I have some white strip. Lace on there. Okay. So yeah. So maybe we better pick something else. Plus I have this little strip. I might put that on there somewhere. But yeah, you just keep adding to it. I always want to do it the wrong way. All right. What else do I have? Oh, then that's the only annoying thing, because then you got to change your stitches all the time. There. So there's that one. Oh, gotta cut the top off. So there. Just for quickness, I'm just gonna use straight stitch. Okay. Sue says use contrasting thread. Yes, that is a good idea. I was just thinking with yeah, and with the other journal, I use many different stitches. So you can see on the back, I like using this one. But on the front, I went a little haywire. I kind of did this showing up some here, and then I went across this way, and I went diagonal on this. There is no rhyme or reason to anything on here. I did the same thing down here, and then I used different stitches down here in the plain part. So yeah, and this is very crooked, as you can see. Even I did not try and make it straight. And it's not heavy. You'd think after doing all that stitches, it's quite light and very flat. Like it's not, and it fits on there really well. So I was surprised by that. Okay. Ooh, what was that noise? And I left frayed edges too because I wasn't covering up all my things. All my things. All the pieces of fabric because I was sewing stuff on down here and then over here instead of starting with the block is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to save that for later. What else do we have? Maybe we'll do this down here. Yeah. Should I? Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're just going to do whatever. Mean off center. Is that what? I don't even know what I said. Oh, I'm missing all kinds of things. Oh, I am thinking you could have a base fabric and then add trims. Yep. Actually, you could even just make this all with one fabric. You don't have to go through all this. You could just, like this, I have a piece of fabric here that's just writing. You just, that would make a nice journal, and you wouldn't even have to quilt it. You just have to follow the same instructions. You could add the padding because it does make it feel nicer. Like it makes it, it's not super thick or anything, as you can see. So yeah, you can just use all one piece of fabric and then you can add something on it or put some embroidery on it or whatever. Yeah, good idea. Where are we? Crooked gives it a personal effect. That doesn't seem to be what I want to call it, but I can't think of it. It is late, isn't it, Edna? And yes, off center. I've done this method with dress pockets. Interesting, do tell. Yes, I understood that, Sue. Off center. Yeah, because I don't think anything on here, it might look straight right now, but I'm sure it won't by the time I'm finished. And yeah, I didn't think this was working when I made it, but now that it's done, it actually, oop, I'm going the wrong way. Doesn't look too bad, really. I was surprised. You make all different color pockets for your granddaughters too? That's a good idea. And when I made this one, I didn't quilt it until after I had all the stuff sewn on there. which makes it awkward. I will say that. So that's not going to work. What was I going to do? I had something here. Oh, I know. I was going to use this. Oops. Two of them. One, please. Which? Okay. Oh, see, I don't have that other one done. Oh, I know what I'll do. So I have these little bits. How will that go on there? Yeah, we'll do that. Like a little block. So I think I'll put it there. So that little triangle, I just put it up in the corner. You don't have to worry about seam allowances or anything. Oops, I just hacked a big piece off. So now I'm doing this for my sale. So I'm not really started making Christmas presents yet. Okay. People pay good money for journals at craft fairs. Quilt as you go is always better, even for quilts. Yes. Look at the thread nest I got happening here now. I'm wasting thread like crazy. So there, I did that. So now need to find, oh, I have a polka dot. I think this is all I have for polka dot. I might put that somewhere else. What else do I have? Ooh, there's something with writing on it. And I have little tiny scraps. I don't what okay. I guess I could do that. Alright. I don't want to do too much fancy stuff on the edge because it's going to get lost. Like my little triangle that I just did. See, and this is what I mean by me not following directions. You know. And now I'm not going over far enough. What do I have? I missed a big spot. See what I mean? Look at all that white coming through. Okay. I'm just going to fold that. I don't know if you're supposed to fold stuff, but I'm doing it. Why is that not working? Actually, I can just let it free. Hack that off. And this giant thread nest thing is making me crazy. And I'm actually surprised I'm still on the internet because I was told that it was unstable. internet's unstable. And this drives me crazy whenever I call them, and I don't do it very often anymore because it takes an hour to go through everything. So they always ask me, "What's the weather like?" It just makes me crazy because apparently internet has everything to do with the weather. Makes me nuts. Anyway, here's my little rant for the evening. Okay. I feel like I've missed something in the chat. Okay. Chris has a stall at her retirement village coming up. It's great. It's coming together nicely. I like making crazy quilts. I've made a few, but not lately. Yes, this is exactly what this is. And you can definitely use up all your scraps. So, use this part. Now I gotta cover up my little mess that I made. So, I'm gonna use this piece of fabric to cover up my little hole that I made. And I should use a crazy looking stitch, I suppose. What do we have? So, we'll do that one. That might work. So, speaking of, okay. Sue says, speaking of the weather, we were 84 degrees today and the 80s all week. No fall for us in Alabama. Why am I the only one chatting? I don't know. I don't know, Sue. And it says the weather doesn't bother my internet, so I don't think that is a good enough excuse. Oh, I'm going off. I'm still sewing. Okay, done. Well, apparently the weather. So, can you see what I did there? It's like a twirly jig. I'll show you the back. Another little round one. Oh no, the weather does affect. There's two this time of year, and I think last year I had a problem this time of year, and I'm told it's because there's too much moisture in the leaves. Anyway, we can't talk about that because I'll go into a rage. Oh, Chris, okay, you have a great rest of your day, and I hope something here today inspired you. You said that it did, so that's great. Yeah. So I'm just gonna let this spray probably, but I will quilt over it more. I'm just trying to give you guys general idea. So next, I want to put some white on here somewhere so I can put on this piece of lace. Because why not? I have a piece of lace here. Maybe I'll do it on the bottom. Do I know what I'm doing? No. You just make it up as you go. That's what we're doing. Oh. And we're back. What time is it? So I think you get the general idea. And the video link that I left you, it is. You just cut this 1 inch bigger than your book. Then you make it however you like. You can do it all on one piece of fabric or just strips, like big strips going either way. It doesn't matter. You can do it any way you like. All right, so we're going to end that there, and we'll cut off this piece here. And yeah, thread would be good. Oh my gosh. The thread thing I'm not caring for. I don't like that. Okay. So, there. It's a piece of lace on there. So it's kind of half done. And now I think I'll turn this around. Do this. So you just put your piece of fabric on there, and then when you sew it on, that's too much black, I think. What else do I have? I guess I don't have a big variety of different black colors. I suppose I could use another color. Where's that? 3 inches of snow. Did I just see that? Christine, no. People are still mowing their lawns here. It's actually quite warm here today, but I had turned the furnace on because it's getting cold. Believe it or not, I did. Oh, yeah, we're supposed to get a lot of snow this year, I guess. And Izzy, I don't know if she's still here or not, but she gets more snow than I do. I think Montreal, Quebec area, anyway. They're right in the snow belt. Oh, I can't stand on that thread hanging business. Okay. Right. So I'm going to add a bit of color to this. I don't know. Would Wednesday approve of that? Maybe? I should do it this way. What am I doing? Yes. Okay. So yeah, this is messy. I will tell you that. And we'll go crooked on this one. We'll do the crooked thing. I have a hole in my fabric up here. Okay. Okay, before before I flip this one, I'll show you. I'm not using a big seam allowance to flip that over. Where is it snowing? On the Manitoba border. Lucy says, I'm not ready for snow yet. Northwestern Ontario. Yeah. So, I don't know. That doesn't look very good, really. So, need to add. I suppose I could add white lace on here. Or, what do I have? Ribbon, maybe. I have some ribbon. Then I'll have to change my thread. So, sew this down first. Da 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 da. I'm just going to stitch it. Lucy is worried about the snow. I don't blame her. It is not fun. All right. Okay. I had some rickrack here too, and ribbon. Okay. So yeah, just keep adding stuff. I can put some rickrack on there. I don't know. It's hard to do on camera. So yeah, you just keep adding and adding. So will that stay there? What else do I have? Ooh, it's really tiny. Oh, and that is something that I wanted to tell you. Is I think the video I watched, now I added a button because I didn't want to add ribbon, but this one I might. So I have a piece of ribbon here. So you would add it on your sides. Like I did the piece of elastic before you add your this. But this is super easy to make, and it is a great way to use up all your scraps. And it's not, and seriously, this is what I have here is scrap remnants from things. All right. I'm looking for, I had a little piece like this. I should put some more music stuff on here, maybe. So, hopefully, this will help you make things, like give you some ideas. I know we gave Chris some ideas. Christine says nice, probably still warm there. We had 5 collisions today, very icy roads. Oh my gosh. And Sue doesn't like the snow. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't like driving to work every day in it. I know that. But it's Canada, so yeah, I need something lighter. I should have dug out something else here. Okay. We'll try this wonky bit. Yeah, and see, this isn't very thick. It's not even an inch wide. All right. If I can get it flat. There we go. I know. Do I ever make up my mind? I keep switching stuff around. Okay. Gotta put more music stuff. Oh, there's one piece. And there's not. Okay. Right. But if you want to do something creative and just do something that you don't really have to think a lot about and you don't mind pulling out a big handful of scraps, it's I mean, you can give these for birthday presents or other times of the year other than Christmas. You could come spend the winter with me. I will get there someday, Sue. And I will complain about the heat constantly. Like, oh my God, it's fault. That's probably what I would do. Okay, we have some more music. Didn't know I had that big piece. All right. So, yeah, I think we'll just sew strips on the back. I'm going to be boring. Oh, that doesn't go there. Oh, maybe it should. I don't do this. And after you quilt it a trillion times, you can just sew little bits of fabric on there. I just did. I'll show you here in a second. Because I had a whole place where something was cut. Or you could put trim over it. I'm just trying to get this covered, so. All right. And yeah, do that. You don't need to pin anything, you just be someone on rickrack. Okay, wow. I'm missing the chat again. Edna says she doesn't mind driving in the snow if it's a lot, but I don't like driving on icy roads. No. Sue says it gets so hot here your eyeballs sweat. I don't like that. Christine says that's funny. And You wouldn't have to deal with the heat. I do have AC. Mine do. It's happened to me. And she has indoor plumbing. Well, who knew? Sue's being a comedian this evening. Christine says, I've been trying to get Sherry to catch a ride with Roy, and I could pick her up in Thunder Bay and we could have a sewing jamboree. A jamboree. We could too. Roy doesn't go to Thunder Bay very often. But when he does, I'm like, oh. And he doesn't go to Alabama that often either. He has been there, but not lately. I get things flying off the ends here all over the place. Okay. Ooh, it's spraying already. See, that was easy. You guys are talking to yourselves now about my boyfriend's work schedule. All right. So, yeah, we get some fraying happening over here. But you got to remember, I still haven't quilted all this yet. I did some at the first. You can... Okay. Yeah, we get thread. See, I haven't really quilted it that much. So, I still have ways to go. Oh, I'm hiding that. I've been just kind of sewing them down like maybe once, and then I'll go in and do the decorative stitching or add laces. Or trims. Ooh. Where's my big piece of this? Okay. So now, fabric scraps are going flying. All right. I'll do this. So I'm just going to sew these two pieces together because it's not long enough. Oh, but would it if I did this? Yeah. I'll do that. And then they're going two different directions. Okay. Let's not get too happy with the scissor cutting here. All right. All right. Okay. I would normally iron that. Okay, I'll do this. Sue has bags and bags of scraps. Well, this is the perfect, well, if you're making quilts out of it, yeah, like you could even make quilt blocks this way, I suppose. Might want to take a little bit more care than what I'm doing right now. So, I think, but yeah, you just keep adding to it. And I think this is going to be. And it's kind of fun because you get to be creative and do whatever. So I'm going to add this little piece maybe. Yes. Not going to see much of it anyway. But it does help to keep your fabric flat if you do your quilting as you go. But for time, I am going to do it after. All right. Oh, it's still not big enough. Oh. I think throwing salvages in there would be would make it look interesting as well, because you some salvages. So that still needs quilting. Oh, where are we? I'm missing things again. I threw a bunch of my tiny scraps in the woods for the birds to make nests with. When I go walking, I can see colorful birds' nests. I'll make some of those to take to the next horse sale. Maybe some saddle covers. That's a good idea. They weave them around and around. It's so cute. Yeah, they would. So I know it's pretty jagged, but I'm trying to hold it so you can see it. It's not working. But yeah, with all the quilting really makes it look different. As you can see, all the quilting on there. This was sewn within it. So that's what takes the time, is the quilting. And then it would be what the back looks like. I'll probably add more stuff. So yeah, you can just do strips and go perfectly straight. But yeah, I still got a little spot here that I gotta cover on the end. And then I just, on the inside, I suppose I should show you that. Ooh, been on here for more than an hour. I just used a piece of muslin because you don't see it anyway, and it's very lightweight. But you could use any fabric, like fabric that you don't need. And these are 7 inches folded in half. 7 inches folded in half for your flaps. And yeah, there's not that much to it. You leave an opening here to turn it inside out. You can add big long ribbons so you can tie it shut. You could add elastic to the back. You could even put a pocket. There's all kinds of things you can do. But yeah, this book comes with an elastic already. And they're not that hard to put on as I struggle. There. That should work. Yes. It's sticking on the elastic, that's why it won't go on there. Alright. There. It's on. And it's not super tight either. So, I hope that gives you some ideas of things that you can make with scraps. I am happy with how my book came together, or my cover came together. But you can make them a whole bunch of different ways, and yeah, you could add pocket across the front, so for a pen and notebook. Anyway, I think I have held you guys here long enough. I love to see you all in the chat talking to each other. That's awesome. And I hope you have a great weekend sewing. I'll put, when I get these other ones done, I'll post them on Instagram so you can all see them. Good night, Lucy. And good luck with your skirt when you get at it. Good night, Sue. And I feel like it's going to be like good night, John Boy, here in a minute. Good night, Christine, Edna, Izzy, if you're still here. Have a great weekend, everyone.